Hello, Professor. This is SongziCao, and my number is 199920310. And in the homework file, and in first question, x and y are independent with this equation fx equals to ux minus 1 then minus ux minus 2, and fy equals to uy minus 1, and z equals to x add y, then find fz. In first situation, we should use the convolution method. So we can calculate this question by calculate for x equals to x1 with fx equal to uxy minus ux minus 1, and fy equals to uy minus uy minus 1. The difference is that fx is changed to ux minus 1 and minus ux minus 2. So after we calculate the result of this part, we just shift the ball answer to the right side by 1. Then we can get the correct answer. So, for first part, the convolution of fxz and fyz equals to this equation. To be specifically, it equals the convolution of u alpha minus u alpha minus 1, then multiply uz minus alpha and minus uz minus alpha minus 1, and then we can divide this into 4 parts. The first part is u alpha multiply u z minus alpha, and u alpha minus 1 multiply u z minus alpha, and then minus u alpha u z minus alpha minus 1. And the last part is u alpha minus 1 u z minus alpha minus 1. So we can calculate this power part. Next, it's equals to from 0 to z, and u alpha multiply u z minus alpha d alpha, then multiply u z, and then minus from 1 to z, u alpha minus 1, and multiply u z minus alpha, and d alpha u multiply u z minus 1, and then minus from 0 to z minus 1, and similar with the front, and last part is from 1 to z minus 1, and then multiply u z minus 2. And next we calculate this one more step, and then we can get this because all these are unit, so all of this real is 1 in the part, and then we can get this equal to z multiply uz and minus the result of z minus 1, then multiply uz minus 1, and minus z minus 1 and multiply uz minus 1, then add u minus 2 and multiply uz minus 2. Because this is the first part answer, because for this question we have to calculate fx with ux minus 1 minus ux minus 2, so we have to shift the ball answer to the right side by 1. So the final result is fzx equals to z minus 1, then multiply z minus 1, and then minus 2 multiply z minus 2, and multiply u z minus 2, and then minus the result of z minus 3, and then multiply u z minus 3. this little mistake. And for second part, we have to use geometric method. So to begin with, we also use the we by calculate ux minus ux minus 1 and fyy uy minus 1. We only have to shift this answer right side by 1. So in first situation, we can draw this when this is smaller than 1, and the probability of FZZ, capital FZZ is equals to the probability X and Y, the result of this smaller than this, so it equals to this part is the square of Z on 2. And then we can calculate FZZ is equal to Z. And in second situation, when Z is smaller than 2 and bigger than 1, we have only calculated this part, so the probability is the square of Z on 2 minus 2 multiply Z minus 1 square on 2, and so is equal to minus the square of Z on 2, and then add 2 multiply Z and then minus 1. So we can calculate that FZZ is equal to minus Z add 2. And in the last part, when Z is bigger than 2, the probability will be 1, so FZZ is equal to 0. Then we can draw this picture easily. But finally, we have to remember that we have to shift the result to the right side by 1, so it equals this equation. Similar is equals to the first question, is Z minus 1 multiply Z minus 1, and then minus 2 multiply Z minus 2, then multiply Z minus 2, and at last add Z minus 3, then multiply Z minus 3. That's all, thank you.